must choose.
Venom.
Okay,
Venomancer.
That's the one that you like.
Yeah, big Veno Viper fan over here. I like putting the toxic sludge on you. But
NA represent.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like NA personified.
10 seconds.
Just toxicity. I think the banana's pretty salty.
5 seconds remain.
Honestly, just throwing a banana down there that peels itself. What screams salt other than that? Let's be real. Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
I like him a lot. Well, I like him and I hate him. I feel like when he works really well, but he's also pretty easy to counter out and just start killing. He either like wins the game for his team or loses it completely. And I don't feel like he contributes enough for what he does well, losing it. I know his wards are a lot better right now. They have 120 health. Being able to apply Poison Sting to people is great, but he's been hit with a number of nerfs recently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually surprised that they didn't take the
Radiant's turn to ban.
the Terrorblade in response to this. It's good against a lot of what they've got going on the other team there. People love running that against the Venomancer right now. You just start putting points into Sunder in the lane. Suddenly, Venomancer puts anything into Poison Sting. He starts getting punished for it.
Dyer's turn to ban.
They take Morphling.
Yeah, the Morphling is interesting here. I think it could be survivable up against this Sven and Venomancer. The damage over time coming in from the Venomancer is okay in this situation. It's really the slow that's going to help you out. Sven, though, if you're too much in the agi, double shot, God Strength, see you later. Simple as that.
It is Radiant's ban.
It's true. Well, you have a lot of armor at that point as well, though. If you might be like maybe 80% agi, suddenly it feels like this fence not really damaging you. And of course, if it's not damaging you, it's not life-stealing backup. It is not so bad to play the Morphling with the recent changes to Venomancer. He doesn't have that. What was that interaction called again? The healing regeneration.
Oh yeah, the HP regen.
The healing
stop.
The healing regen reduction.
Yeah.
This sort of silly name. True Stake Percentage was also an interesting one. They just renamed it to Accuracy.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Ban the Quap, ban the Ember, looking for a mid on Infamous. Kunkka ban was very early. Storm gets banned, and I think that that's a Storm and Puck is very important because they just don't have the lockdown to deal with those heroes. They really don't, and it makes me think that potentially you even want like a TA here for Thunder Predator.
5 seconds.
Something that can move around, blink, have the minus armor with the Meld Strike. Like I feel like that's not that bad, especially when you're getting slowed and from the Venomancer, damage over time is going to make it very difficult, and if anybody wants to blink away. Not that anybody here is getting a blink except for maybe the Windrunner.
10 seconds.
They are in dire need of some lockdown here, though. Having to deal with this Void Spirit and a Morphling and a Wind Ranger.
Alright. I swear if they picked the TA, I would have just gotten out of my seat and walked away.
I don't think that Lena's enough here. I think Leo Style is an amazing Lena player. I've seen Leo Style completely wipe the floor with Chris Luck, who was on... oh no, sorry. I've seen... Leo Style was on the Queen of Pain. Chris Luck was on the Lena, which counters it. Sorry. So there's definitely in Chris Luck's favor, but Leo Style owned him with the Queen of Pain, so it's not relevant here. Anyways, Leo Style on the Lena is going to do okay work against the Void Spirit here, but I'm not sure it has enough lockdown. It's way too hard. You have no setup. You're going to need to build Yules, and even then it's going to be kind of difficult because they can build the Yules for themselves. They can build a Mantis Style to dodge that Yule's Light Strike Array from the Lena. So I'm not sure Lena was the pick here. It's really easy for them to get onto the backline, just kill her with the Void Spirit as well. I don't know about this one. I'd say that I prefer Infamous's draft here.
Yeah, we'll see if Infamous can even the series up at 1.
Let's see. I mean, I do think Thunder Predator is the stronger team between these two, but I think the games recently in ESL Thailand Americas, they were really close between all these teams here. Infamous was looking super strong for that tournament, so let's see if they were just like a one tournament wonder or they can play ball with Thunder Predator.
Wanna play with fire?
We'll see. As we've been saying, life comes at you fast.
Prepare for battle.
So we'll see how this Venom. I feel like this Venomancer might take over.
You want to home in on this Venomancer this game, Frank the Tank?
Frank the Tank? We going streak into the quad?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's go, Frank. All right, let's stop for a minute here, Frank.
Frank, what are you doing? We're going straight
don't
into
like
the
this?
quad. I don't know if you know that movie.
No, you need to culture me a little bit, Bkop.
It's a movie called Old School with Will Ferrell.
All right,
Come on, get with it.
you can teach me about popular culture and sports ball, and I can teach you about visual novels. You weren't interested in ever dating again, were you?
What?
I mean, I have been rejected twice in like the last week.
I admit nothing.
Reject, but down.
The quest for ultimate glory
See.
continues.
Well, you like me and take up the way of anime.
You know, it is what it is.
Life do be like that. Axis shifted pretty hard into agility right now, 360 max HP. But I think he's got vision of where most of the enemy team is. If he got caught out like this, though, it'd be not great for him. Like the moment he sees Clockwork, he clicks that strength button. Definitely don't shift very fast, gain about 20 HP a second in level 1. So, pretty easy to be clicked down. Especially under the effects of Battery Assault and Venomous Gale or Poison Sting. You're not getting out of that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Dota match.
Stormhammer action. Will we see the Sven IO be as undefeatable as we've seen recently?
The Sven IO?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that undefeatable. They've got the counter with this game, which is the Ancient Apparition. It's just got like too much hero healing. Got the two of these guys together. If A is able to stay on the back line, disable out in these fights, even if you like skirt the Ice Blast by him, you don't hit him directly, which is pretty easy to do. It stops a lot of this Sven's healing, which is how he stays alive in these team fights. You got to remember that.
This Morphling is in a lot of trouble and. Sorry to cut you off. I mean, that was getting dangerously close for Bacchus to get taken out for first blood.
I keep my eye on him. Didn't think that he'd be playing that far forward or that dangerously. Drop that low there. But I was talking about how that attribute shift is a little bit slow at the start.
KXY, a couple shots from being first blood himself.
The range here just allow Leo Style to dominate the beginning of this game.
Things certainly getting sketchy.
Yeah, this will turn around after a couple levels. Once both these people are 6, it becomes a lot more in the Void Spirit's favor. There's way more kill potential, being able to jump on top of that Luna along with the slow of the double Astro Step. Suddenly the range that she has doesn't really matter. But for now, sitting at like 270 attack range. Dragon Slave's going pretty far. Free right clicks off with Fiery Soul. It's pretty hard for him to exist inside the lane.
Dragon Slave and the right clicks. It is not fun Venomous Gale comes in. I believe that hit both the Morphling as well as the Ancient Apparition. Matthew dies. Can Frank get anything here? I think, if anything, the Morphling just turns around and denies this Ancient Apparition if need be. But Venomous Gale looking like it's going to run out just before he ends up dead. Salve used Chilling Touch, cancels that. He doesn't get either of them. You've got Underlord, Void Spirit, everybody sitting low. There's a Bloodseeker in someone else's game that's moving at a billion move speed.
The next map over. I'm not sure if it would have been worth it for the Morphling to just deny that Ancient Apparition right there. I mean, yeah, it would have cost him 90 gold to teleport back in, but he wouldn't be using the 110 on a salve. He'd just been right back to lane, full HP and mana. Baxis did have the opportunity there, but opted not to do it.
Hashtag value.
Other than that, things have quieted down a little bit. KXY is out of bottle charges, but he's ferrying himself out of Mango and a healing salve just because he knows the absolute state of this lane. Does he die here? I think he might just be dead. He's got a... He manages to get out.
Lying to me. Well, this Lena's getting awfully close to level 6. KXY might not have the opportunity to survive like that anymore. Especially if 6 comes in and all of a sudden you just get hit with the Laguna Blade.
Yeah. I mean, at 6, I think it gets easier. Yeah, he's gonna hit 6 before him and then gets hit by Laguna Blade, like you said. Might better just to accept death, though.
All of a sudden, Morphling taking some damage. Turns for a second. Frank with the back and forth on this morph.
Looking at the net worth here, the game is pretty even right now, but Axis is getting pushed pretty far out of lane by this Venomancer. He might just make me... Ooh! Beautiful interrupt there.
JZ taking some damage. And taking some damage and also getting very close to death. Oh, whoa. They finally get the kill, claim the bounty. They're going to look over at the Morphling. Can they get the kill onto the Morph? Salve pop by Frank. Frank immediately losing that. Pops a Fairy Fire. Right click still coming in. Matthew's got Battery Assault in the second. And there's the Rocket Flare and the kill from the Battery Assault. Meanwhile, Windrunner over bottom dies. So a couple of kills there for Thunder Predator.
Yeah, it's looking like just got ran down by the Wisp and the Lena, taking magical damage by hit by that Dragon Slave and right next to the Wisp, so. Down goes Michael. And Morphling back to lane. I mean, they've done an amazing job of slowing down this Morphling's game with this Clockwork Venomancer lane. You've made me a believer, Bkop. You've convinced me. That's just all it took.
I'm glad I can make you a believer. You gotta sing it though. You gotta sing that song. And I'm a believer. I'm a believer. If I... Oh. KXY. Do you want to play this gutsy? I feel like the answer to that might be yes now that you're 6, but the double astral step, Leo style, he's taking a bunch of damage. He actually needs to be careful. KXY coming from the back has dissimulate. Good cogs from Matthew. Shaco connects. In some trouble. Matthew doesn't have enough mana for Battery Assault. Has a Mango to use. Run, Michael. Aether Remnant not going to land. And Matthew gets the space that he needs to get away. But this just sends Luna back to base.
Yep. Many close. They was forced to pop that double astral step prior to getting that Arcane Rune. Did kind of cost them a little bit, but again, the lane is now going to go into the favor of KXY for sure.
No. Morphling dying to the Rocket Flare. Oh. And dying to Pepita. Sorry, I missed both those kills. Not expecting the Rocket Flare, and then I wasn't expecting Sven to die bottom.
Ooh, top lane now.
Assault, cogs around a cell. Easy kill here. Matthew may freeze over, but it does not matter. $1K lead right now for TPredator. Things looking good.
Yeah, this is still like anyone's game. I wouldn't say anyone has a real advantage here. Of course, you've got like double the Lina's CS right now. Or sorry, double
Gale
the
again,
Void Spirit's
Cogs. Just doing some right-click damage here onto the Morph, and he's starting to shift a little bit into the strength. Life certainly is not fun for this Morphling. They've got creeps under the tower, so they can dive this Morphling. They'll use the ulti, and they'll try to go in on him. Venomous Gale comes through, has the waveform, but I don't think the Gale hit. They've got the battery assault. They're trying to get the kill. The adaptive strike is there with the rotation to KXY. They get the kill into Frank. So that really doesn't work out for them. Over-aggressive and paying for it. I'm surprised Leo Style is just not making the rotation there, too. Put the cap on it with the Laguna Blade.
Matthew just sitting up here waiting for the right time to throw this rocket flare on Pax's. Pax is baiting it out though, I believe. Yeah, there it is. The mind games that these players play.
Venomous Gale again. And now he morphs, throws his own Venomous Gale. Frank in a lot of trouble. I don't think Frank was expecting Venomous Gale to be back on him. And, uh-oh. Just juke him out. Nicely done. Stun, thrown, coming over. Just gotta find this Morph. Can he get a rocket flare? Some help? Get some vision? They get the scan. They find the Morphling. Venomous Gale comes in once again. Meanwhile, rocket flare finally comes through, but the Lina is back over looking for the Void Spirit. Has those Laguna Blades still, but I thought maybe there would be a commitment for this Morphling, more so than what we were seeing.
It gets pretty difficult at this point. Once he's got 4 points in attribute shift, you just don't have the hard burst damage without this Lina. Unfortunately, all the Venom's damage is just slow damage over time. Until he gets that Spirit Vessel up, he's just not really that killable.
Morphling agi shifting always gets me nervous. I'm gonna miss a kill.
Bottom lane.
They're going in for MNZ. They've got 3 heroes down towards bottom. Wisp will keep MNZ healthy. They've got the salve, so he'll heal up. This game is sort of coming to a crawl in some ways.
There's so much happening. There's not a lot happening at the moment.
Thanks.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Clockwork comes in, drops the clarity on the Lina, refills his bottle.
Still looking towards bottom. I've actually got Michael
Radiant's bottom tower
taking the
is
tower. Okay. Shackle. God Strength. Wisp in trouble. Wisp killed. That means he's now by himself. I don't actually have Ice Blast though. Only level 5 for the Ancient Apparition. Not sure that's going to matter. They've got the right click damage and the surrounding health. They take out MNZ. Michael might fall to the battery assault from this Clockwork, and does. But it's a 2-for-1 trade that very much benefits the side of Infamous.
Yeah. Infamous is pretty happy although when they were messing around there at the bottom lane for a while, snuck around that tier 1 tower, finally managed to take it out. They get to start invading now.
Frank uses that ult, but he's dead once again. Things have very much slowed down for this Venomancer.
I'm just surprised to see Leo Styles' game be so slow. I mean, he didn't get any kills in the mid lane. The KXY here played really far back. He hasn't been farming that amazing either. I mean, he's 87-12, but I feel like Leo Style at this point, like when he's doing this well in lane, he does manage to get a couple kills under his belt. But KXY has been playing phenomenally, despite the fact that he had such a difficult lane. And now, of course, he's rotating around the map, starting to get some kills that get him back into this game. And Lina's advantage isn't even a full level up anymore as he gets to the full level up.
Smoke used by Matthew, as well as Leo Style. Shot coming in on the Morphling Laguna Blade, and there's the kill that I feel like I've been hoping to see from Leo Style for a while, and it just has not shown up. Chilling Touch, Tether, Matthew, and the Cold Feet was trying to relocate him out. Now Leo Style on the run. 4 heroes here getting caught out. Stun comes in, buyback from the Clockwork, but he doesn't have hook shot. Ice Blast will land, and all of a sudden Estelle will get a kill on a Leo Style. That buyback's worth nothing for Matthew.
Yeah, nothing but what was that? 385 gold and cost of his town portal scroll. So now they know Clockwork's bought back and he's teleported to the top lane. Everyone immediately rotates bottom towards the mid. See if they can slow down the Sven.
Sven, they've got the Yules in the Pit of Malice. Shackle lands, so Sven in a lot of trouble, and then Z will end up dead. Another kill there for Infamous. They're really starting to feel more ahead than the net worth is looking at the moment. That's for sure. Just, really, at least in my eyes, seem like TPredator as close as the net worth is showing.
Sure, not really. Oh, all right, that's not good. Picked up twice in a row by the Lina on the Morphling. This is a game just suddenly got so much harder. So starting to do a pretty good job after a bit of a slow laning phase. Once he got that 4 points in the attribute shift, he started catching up, but now getting killed twice in a row by the Lina.
Ice Blast coming in, and Leo Style in some trouble to get the kill on Matthew, and they'll also find Leo Style. KXY now dominating. He's sitting at 4-0-4. Venomous Scale hits on a Michael. Frank needs to get under this tower. I'm not sure that's going to be enough, though. I'm going to chase. They are going to make this difficult for the Venomancer. They've got the Ice Vortex right on top of him. Shackle connects, waveform forward, adaptive strike. Michael with the kill on a Frank. Another couple of kills there for Infamous.
Frank has got his Spirit Vessel completed. He's got his wand, but that's about it. And he's going to need to get some charges if he wants to actually contribute to these fights and take down this Morphling. He did go all in for this. Well, I guess it's not all in, but he committed pretty heavily for the Venomous Scale and Poison Sting build. Now he's finally got 2 points into his Flag Ward, but at this point, it's pretty easy for a Morphling to just quickly take him out. Maybe 1.5 seconds when they do so. Some more for agility.
Ooh,
top lane.
MJZ doesn't get the tether off. Ice Blast comes in. One more shot from the Beta to get the kill. Fiora no longer providing that permanent damage, otherwise I feel like Pito would be having himself even more so of a game. Leo Style dead over mid. Oh, they're also gonna walk up on Matthew. Battery is solved, but Michael's coming in. Shackle will land. They still get the kill on a cell. Ether Remnant locks up the Clockwork. Matthew in trouble. Matthew dead. Infamous taking over the entire side of the map.
Yeah, I mean. Getting caught out there as the EA is pretty unfortunate. I mean, that's the one hero that can't really walk into Clockwork like that. But you're pretty happy about that if you're the Clockwork, because you're giving the Sven a little bit of space to farm, and he's going to need like BKB super badly for this game, and he goes down. He doesn't have it.
They also get MJZ, so a couple of kills here for Infamous. They are starting to make it hard to farm around this map as they move from place to place pretty well. And they really just have not stopped at all.
No, they can't really afford to right now. I mean, they're trying to create as much space for this Morphling as possible. He was pressured at the start of the game just because he didn't have enough healing to be able to outlast this Clockwork and the Venomancer. Once he managed to get over that, he did okay, but Lina came and killed him twice. But Infamous now just constantly taking the fight to the enemy team, trying to give this Morphling the space that he needs and punishing them every time they go on him. Now start to move towards the top lane again. Ancient Apparition with 4 sentry wards and 2 observers in his inventory. Probably wants to make the jungle a little bit safer to farm.
Matthew.
There he is.
Let's see what he can do. Wonder if they're gonna look to even go with his hook shot. It doesn't feel like they really want to fight at all. But the entire radiant side of the map feels like it's getting pressured.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I think more than anything else, yeah, he's getting sent out. Wait, that's not the item I thought you were going to get sent out. What are you doing?
Ice Blast on to 2. Now they're in trouble. And they're going to go for the spin. Stormhammer comes in, but there's the hook shot. And MNZ falls. Down goes MJZ. Matthew looking next. He goes down as well. And it's a 4K lead for Infamous. They're just going to go and TP towards mid.
Infamous, I mean, Thunder Predator, they need better vision. They need Venomancer pressuring in these lanes with his Plague Wards. Like, Frank needs to be farming these dangerous areas. I'm not sure what exactly, or why it's so important for him to be farming this Medallion of Courage Solar Crest at the moment. You did get the Sanjin Yasha, you got the Mask of Madness, you have the status resistance on this Fen, you've got some tank ability, you've got ability to move around the map a little bit quicker with these items, but you're still getting picked off. You're not playing close enough together. And even though you're really playing 4v5 on your side of the map and Morphlings elsewhere.
Oh, Gunablade killing the Morph. Trying, but oh, Ice Blast now. Mules, and they're gonna catch this Lina. Take out Leo style again. Another kill here. Aggression that they just can't work with from the side of Thunder Predator. They're really starting to run away on the side of Infamous. They look over at Frank. They've got the Astral Step. He's in some trouble. Pin Malice laid down right on to Matthew. Sven's top of the net worth. It feels like he's not doing anything. He's 1-5-1.
Yeah, I mean, he needs BKBs to be able to fight into these enemies. There's just too much magic damage, too much disable, too much kiting coming out.
Tower is under attack.
Looking over at him, MNZ throws a stun, avoided with a Dissimulate, so they kill off this Wisp. MNZ's gonna commit, but in a second he'll be shackled. It doesn't kill him. Cogs actually save him from getting hit with the Pit of Malice. KXY, Aether Remnant, Pit of Malice should follow that up. They won't continue on to the high ground to try and get this kill. They're actually without the Morphling for the moment.
Back to go again. Every one of these fights is just Thunder Predator taking these casualties. They need to speed this up a little bit. Lina now halfway into finishing that Black King Bar recipe, has the Mithril Hammer, has the Ogre Axe. But everyone else pretty far behind, has made no real progress the last couple of minutes here.
This blast comes in, lands on MJZ. This has not been a fun life for this Sven or the Wisp.
The Radiant scan. Eager to hear Dire's whereabouts.
No. So not quite halfway to his Black King Bar. This Sven. Lina's just about done now. Even then, they need to kind of bide their time. But Infamous not really willing to wait. They smoke up over here.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Lead for Infamous.
They know they're here.
Shot coming in, and Ice Blast coming out. Now on to MNZ. Stormhammer used with the Dissimulate. MNZ in a lot of trouble. Here comes KXY, and hookshot from Matthew with Poison Nova. They'll try to get this kill onto the Void Spirit. He won't be able to TP out in time. He hit with the Luna Blade on the run. And this successfully out.
It was a beautifully timed trigger right there by the Lina. Matthew not able to quite save himself there. But again, they did lose the Sven. They lost the Wisp. These are the two highest, or sorry, the Sven is the highest net worth hero on your team, and he's the one that needs to be finished farming this this BKB here. So he got queued up now. Aghanim Scepter. Needs to finish this first, though.
Under attack.
Oh gosh, Frank. Morphling actually doesn't find the venom. I'm a bit shocked.
Oh, Courier flies over him.
Under attack.
Oh no.
Has been killed.
Frank's been spotted. E-Blade on the kill there on Frank.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see if you're a fan of TPredator, but they are not down terribly much.
Playing so far back, trying to get a little bit of mana. Here's what he's gonna go for next. Thinking maybe
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Aghanim Scepter or something. Looking for a little bit more damage. But just Black King Bar Yules doesn't give you a whole lot at the moment.
He's
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
cogs down and get that bit of malice in.
I think that's that's Void Spirit's completed Aghanim Scepter being flown out right now. Just hold on for this. Got the E-Blade right now on the Morphling.
Hook shot comes in. Ice Blast hits on a Frank, though. They've got themselves the shackle. They get the kill. The BKB's been popped by Leo style. They look over Matthew. Now the Laguna Blade on the Michael doesn't get the kill. So they're taking out Matthew. They'll take out Michael finally. This is a problem for Leo Styles. BKB no longer exists, and they will get themselves a third. Onto the tier 2 mid. Sven and Wisp nowhere close.
Just like that, I think Lina's life is too difficult. She's forced to go this defensive build. Doesn't have anything afterwards. 2K sitting in the bank. It just says Black King Bar and Will Scepter. Compared to what this Void Spirit's able to do, jump into the team fight, silence everyone on the backline of the enemy team. Clockwork, Wisp, Lina, suddenly all... Well, Lina can pop the BKB, but suddenly everybody else is a non-factor and they're getting blown up.
Bounty.
Sven has finished his BKB. We'll let him run and take a fight, but I'm not sure they have enough slow / lockdown with just the Sven, the Venomancer. And I think he gets blown up too easily by the Morphling and the Void Spirit at this point.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
You have to be a bit careful of this Ven with his BKB though. These aren't going to be like the earlier fights. Oh, if you can catch him like this.
Ice Blast. Veno. Good coming in. Easy kill on a Frank. Stormhammer's thrown over at the Void Spirit. Astral Step still searching. Dissimulate, not going to catch him.
Let's
They're
see.
really looking.
Scouting out around the pit, getting that double damage on Morph is extremely fortunate. It's like no other hero it's better on. The all agility damage, 261 plus 261. Just the Immortal. They're gonna have enough trouble working him down once, but got that initial Laguna Blade on the Morphling. I'm not sure if they'll be able to do anything.
My path
Ice Blast coming down towards bottom.
Tower is under attack.
Morphling going X. Alright, he's got that shipping out. Over towards mid, good way used, trying to get the kill there on to KXY. Cold Feet procs on Matthew. Shackle to follow it up. Power shot there. One more shot comes in from a cell to get the kill. Finally, they have the Ags on the morph. Who's he trying to morph into?
Wind Ranger right now, it looks like. Oh, right. You need the eggs, you get double wind run at more than max movement speed. That's right.
Right, they'll just get the kill there on the Leo style. Go over Frank, get themselves a second.
You seem to have trouble grasping.
Quickly dispatching them.
Almost forgot about this one.
Tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 3 tower. This one's looking like it might be over.
Yeah, not a whole lot they're going to be able to do defending this. Sven is sort of able to fight the enemy team, but I'm not sure he's able to man-fight this Morphling. Again, I don't think they can bring him down twice. Definitely just the Immortal for another 3 minutes, 15 seconds here.
God, look at this. Look at how, you know, Dark Seer Sven, now it's just Windrunner, Axon Morphling, Mercedes Morph.
Mercedes Morph.
Aston Morphling.
The kind of car I want to drive. It's a shame my credit's bad.
What else is there? Alpha Morpheo. I don't know if that one works. They'll find themselves a Sven. Won't get the kill though.
So you enjoy fine cars. If you'd like, we can do vintage monster tasting later. I'm sure you enjoy fine drinks as well.
Drink it out of a wine glass. Little astral step. BKB's been popped by Leo style. They go for the Void Spirit, but they've got Kamalis on it too. Blade as well as Poison Over coming in. They get the kill to KXY.
I keep my enemies close, and a good
And he's just trying to leave. But E-Blade almost enough to kill off MNZ. Power shot being thrown here. I can't even keep up with the Marvel.
Just like that, they do manage to kill 2 heroes and stay into the game here. I mean, the Wind Waker isn't really that much of a problem with Sven if he's able to kill him with that Storm Bolt. He is going to need the Aghanim Scepter first, though. The thing about this one is you can disjoint the Storm Bolt eggs with that Blink Dagger, but if you try to Wind Run when he's flying at you, as soon as he lands on you, he's just going to dispel it. So if you manage to die in that first 2 seconds, you're just done. You need to hold that Wind Run until afterwards. You don't actually need to finish that MKB right away because the Stormhammer Dispels does a lot of the work for you.
Every coin helps.
Suddenly the enemies can't use Ghost Scepter, Glimmer Cape, or abilities like Wind Run to get away from you. So, they still have the damage to kill a lot of these people. I'm just not quite sure how they kill this Morphling. It just does expire in 40 seconds now.
E-Blade coming through. Frank in some trouble. MNZ. Stormhammer over, but you still look at how fast the Morphling moves. They get the kill to Frank. They'll find the kill to MNZ. So now without the spam for 52 seconds, looking like this might just be the call. They'll take out 3. They'll look even further. Shackle on to Leostock. Can he even get back into the base? No, he can't. E-Blade Adaptive Strike, and this is a disgusting morph turned into a Windrunner. It's the grossest combination I think I've ever seen.
It's not as bad as the Shaker one. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I don't know about that. It's kind of gross.
Maybe has a more annoying voice than the Shaker one. But I'm not sure what they do here. Sven was holding onto that BKB for way too long there. Once he realized just how much trouble he was in, he popped at the same time he died. That was his 10-second BKB. There you go, they call it.
Kit. They'll just call it. Okay. Never mind.
Infamous.
Of course, my game crashes.
Running away with this game. I mean, I'd say that KXY did an impressive job in the mid lane. I was talking about how rough that matchup was for the first 6 levels, but him managing to tough that out, not giving any kills to Lina, even though he has only maybe a little bit more than half of that Lina CS, it didn't matter in the end. They had the AA to deal with the Sven. They kept on getting on top of this Lina. And then when the Sven wasn't around, they just run at the Lina. And suddenly they don't have the damage to fight. You have to choose between your Sven not being able to farm, or your only damage here, the Lina getting ran at. You don't have enough between the Clockwork, the Venomancer, and the Wisp, and there's just no save there. So Infamous playing their lanes well enough to make it through, and then just outplaying them with the better draft.
Yeah. So they do a really good job there. Infamous, I'd love to show you guys some stats, but of course, Dota's still in beta, crashing at the end of 2 games today, something like that. Very fun and amazing. But yeah, that's it from us. 1-1 for Crazy and 0, 2-0 for Brazil over Haven Liberty, 2-0 for Beast Coast over 4 Zoomers, and 1-1 Infamous Thunder Predator. We will be back tomorrow. The docket for tomorrow looks a little bit different. I had it open just a second ago, but I'll go back to it really quickly. It is on Wikipedia if you are curious. It's going to start our day with Beast Coast against Crazy. That should be a good one. 0 against Infamous. Really, all these look pretty good. 4 Zoomers against Thunder Predator, and then Infinity against Haven Liberty. So
we only
should
bring
be
you
a
the
good
best at here at BTS Pro Series. So join us tomorrow if you want some amazing SA Dota action.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Neph giving you the good one there. So we'll be back. Follow us on Twitter. You can see our names below, at Bkop92, at Neph Sensei. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys later.